morning. Hope and pray that all of you have a nice Thanksgiving. And we're going to do this morning the weekly uh, report. So we're going to move with that very quickly into that. We have some news and review of what we commented last week in regard to Iran, United States, and now Israel is involved into elections and so on. So let's see how this play out for this coming week. And we got some recommendation to do and not to do. So with that, we're just going to move into our weekly report. Thank you for your time and see you on the other side. Good morning. This is Saturday, November 28, 2020, and we are in morning brief. We got my assistants over here watching me, my cat. She's a troublemaker, but I had to put up with her this morning. Anyway, what a week different make. A week ago we talked about bombers being moved to the Middle East and the consequences that we talk about it, that state of emergency, what was the plan behind it, if we put in the troops, why we bringing bombers in. Well, we're getting some of that today. We're getting now the idea that Iran is accusing of Israel of assassinating the scientists and sick cows. Well, I always say that where there is cow, there's opportunity. And between this issue and the virus, there's a lot of opportunity to be making money. Sadly enough, people say that's kind of cruel. I understand that there's a lot of cruelty and a lot of things, but our business is to make money, and we just look for opportunities. We didn't create this problem. We didn't send troops over there. We didn't put troops over there. We didn't send bombers over there. We will see the opportunity. And between this of what's happening here now and the virus, there's a lot of opportunities to make some money. Number one, we have the situation where this might develop into direction of the market. So it's kind of strange that this thing kind of happened on the weekend. Iran also accusing United States of have something to do with this. But we talked about this last week, the bombing. How about United States attack or something? Well, maybe that creates a distraction, but here we are. The top scientist that created this Iranian business for creating a nuclear bomb, he's now dead. That's have a lot to say to the country, right? Because how they managed to catch this guy on the road and get rid of him, And of course, that disabled the country, and it say a lot of how much security the country have with anybody or somebody can go in there, or somebody got paid or whatever and move in there and get rid of the guy. So now this nuclear program is in shaky ground. It also helped the United States with the new administration coming in and wanted to do business and go back and talks now, because now they probably say, hey, you probably have something to do with killing this man. That's one of them. So by accusing, the screen is stopping here for some reason. So by accusing the United States that has something to do with it, they're also saying that the United States move in, we're going to crush them, right? So we'll see how that goes. But just as we talked last week, and now the tensions are getting a little bit more exciting about it. So we got to think about this. We have to think about the virus. It's a situation that they expect now. The doctor saying that by coming Christmas, within 20 days, it's going to be really, really bad. And when things like that get that bad. We'll see how that affects the market. But there are many companies that we can buy into it or trade with it during the day. My advice is that from here on, don't trade more than a day. Okay? You go in the morning, you make your money or whatever you make it, get out, because next morning when you wake up, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what it might happen overnight, and that could be dangerous. On the other side, think about this. People are dying in a very fast rate from this stuff. More than 2,500 people a day are passing away from this pandemic. Sometimes I think that Mother Nature might have a way to clean everything by fire and probably clean a little bit of humanity with a virus like this, or it's a planned thing to reduce the population. But anyway, think about this. There's a number, the people that are dying that create business. It's just that simple. So whether they're making caskets or they're doing service or refrigeration trucks and all that kind of stuff, well, we got plenty of that. So there's not much to gain from getting into refrigeration business or making more than we already have. However, rentals or refrigeration company that rents equipment, they're going to be on demand. Maybe the manufacturers of the casket is the place to be, and not in the funeral home business, right? Flowers probably might be a good business because people send flowers, so where some people passing away. And then again, you got markets, that change in price because of what's happening. So you benefit from the suffering, even so it's indirectly of it, because it soon goes up in value because the pandemic and the people that are dying, people panic, and now we don't going to have social contact. We're going to get online. Well, that company is going to make a lot of money, so you're going to participate on the profit because what happened indirectly through the virus, so it's something to think about it. So with that, we're going to trade this week. I don't want to mention no company, but think on those terms, what you think is best. I don't like to make recommendation because people might influence the price, and then you can get blamed for manipulating stuff like that. On the other side, there's a very interesting article here that I'm going to show you right quick. And fewer, bigger stocks, trends, and laggers. So what really talking is about the market. This is coming from Business Investor Weekly or Daily. I forgot the name of the company. Anyway, we subscribe to those services, so it's not by luck that we pick a stock. We use the research department. It's cheaper for me to get their service than it is to hire a research group to research the stock for me and stuff like that. So it's very interesting article here, that they claim that the Wilshire 5000 in the 70s, when it was going up, it reached about the 2000, close to the late 90s, to 7,000 corporations listed in there, and now it's barely about 3,300 or something like that. And what they're saying is that because the digital business has keep on growing, the high techs and the tech companies are growing and provide services, the company don't need to sell a stock anymore. They go on their own and they don't need the money because it's less. You need less capital to invest. Something to think about it. Not that they are not there anymore, because they are trading and whatever, but they're no longer listed on the exchange. They go on their own. They say, hey, why we should share the profit with the stockholder is we can keep it all to ourselves. So it's something to think about it, right? And what it does is that drive other company a higher price, right? Because now there's not that many choices of stock to buy. So maybe what Tesla going up from 400 to 500 in a couple of weeks or whatever. And we have done this week very good with Tesla. We cannot complain. And a lot of people criticize me here and there, but that's part of the game. Jealousy is mankind enemy number one. And it's trying to learn to criticize. So there we go. So with that, we're going to call this the end of the day for the weekly report. And we expect more tension in the Middle East, that this could start driving the market down. But just remember that we can buy puts on the way down and we can buy calls on the way up. So to us, it don't matter. What we really need is price movement. And now on YouTube, we're uploading the library seminar. So anybody that is interested on it, it's free. We have done it for free at the local library, but the library asked us if we can put it on video because they don't have people inside of the library either. So now I have to get in the production of videos, all on the house because I don't charge in there. I don't charge anybody. So with that, have a good weekend. And I hope the weekend for Thanksgiving be a good one. Stay safe. Don't get sick. Be careful. Drink your oregano tea twice a day and keep away the virus. So take care and we'll see you next week.